Hello viewers, this is Emil Alert, BA Honours MA in English and ELT, First Class First, Russia University, Professor of English and ELT, welcoming you to British Language Club BLC, IDP IELTS and British and American English Teaching, Training, Test and Research Academy, BAETTA International, Bangladesh, Kazla Russia Campus. As part of our ELT and TESOL programs, this video is one English Language Diploma Certificate ELDC course on International Proficiency in English as a Foreign Language EFL and English as a Second Language ESL, course code 5A101, Introduction to English Literature, Paper 1, an overview of English literary periods. In this module, I will talk about Part 3, the Renaissance period of English literature. Let's begin. The Renaissance period of English literature, 1500 to 1660. Recently, critics and literary historians have begun to call this the early modern period, but here we retain the historically familiar term Renaissance. The period is often subdivided into four parts, including the Elizabethan Age 1558 to 1603, the Jacobian Age 1603 to 1625, the Caroline Age 1625 to 1649, and the Commonwealth Period 1649 to 1660. The Elizabethan Age was the golden age of English drama. Some of its noteworthy figures include Christopher Marlowe, Francis Bacon, Edmund Spenser, Sir Walter Raleigh, and of course William Shakespeare. The Jacobian Age is named for the reign of James I. It includes the works of John Donne, Shakespeare, Michael, Drayton, John Webster, Elizabeth Cary, Ben Jonson, and Lady Mary Worth. The King James translations of the Bible also appear during the Jacobian Age. The Caroline Age covers the reign of Charles I Carolus, John Milton, Robert Burton, and George Herbert are some of the notable figures in this period. Finally, the Commonwealth Period was so named for the period between the end of the English Civil War and the restorations of the Stuart monarchy. This is the time when Oliver Cromwell, a Puritan, led Parliament who ruled the nation. At this time, public theatres were closed for nearly 2 decades to prevent public assembly and to combat moral and religious transgressions. John Milton and Thomas Hobbes' political writings appeared, and while drama suffered, prose writers such as Thomas Fuller, Abraham Cowley, and Andrew Marvell published prolifically. What are the characteristic features of Renaissance period in English literature? In order to understand Renaissance literature, we need to take a little time to look at the Renaissance itself. The word Renaissance means rebirth. The world was emerging from the Middle or Dark Ages. The movement actually began in Italy and spread to England, and the English Renaissance occurred from 1500 to 1688. The Renaissance was a cultural and intellectual movement that spread throughout Europe during the 16th century and had profound effects on literature. The most common characteristics of Renaissance poetry were wit, beauty, and truth. Poets used repetition to emphasize their themes. Shakespeare was the master of the dramatic genre during the Renaissance. His skills in characterizations and word creations were evidence of his genius. Another one key characteristic of the Renaissance was the idea of the divine right of kings to rule. Another was the development of the humanistic ideas such as the dignity of man. It was a time of scientific inquiry and exploration. This was also the time of Protestant Reformation and the invention of the printing press. The position of crown, politically dominant yet financially insecure, had always been potentially unstable. That has been reflected in the pamphlets of Thomas Howman 1566 and Robert Greene 1591 to 92, as well as Shakespeare's King Lear 1605 to 1606, providing glimpses of a horrific world of vagabondage and crime. What famous works of literature were written during the Renaissance period? Here are 12 notable works from this era. Number 1, Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Number 2, The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. Number 3, Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. Number 4, King Lear by William Shakespeare. Number 5, Paradise Lost by John Milton. Number 6, Ethiopia by Sir Thomas More. Number 7, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Number 8, The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. Number 9, Praise of Folly by Erasmus. Number 10, Macbeth by William Shakespeare. Number 11, The Maslow's Orinda poem by Mrs. Catherine Phillips. Guys, in my next video on British literary period, I will speak about the neoclassical period 1600 to 1785. To speak English fluently like a native with international standard and get IELTS 8+ score, you are most welcome to join British Language Club BLC, IDP IELTS and BAETTA International Bangladesh Kazlamutihar Rajshahi campus. We maintain international standard in teaching English and IELTS. Register for IELTS here and enjoy pre-mock test. Thank you.